Good morning. Welcome back to the channel Awesome Learning. In the chapter for organisms and population, the next topic that we are going to do is populations. We have already done about the adaptation part. Now we will discuss about the populations. So let's begin, children. A population is a group of individuals of same species that live in a given geographical area, share or compete for similar resources like food, uh, shelter, mates, and potentially reproduce. Examples: all the cormorants in the wetland, or rats in an abundant dwelling, or teak wood trees in a forest tract, or bacteria in a culture plate, or lotus plants in a pond are few examples of population. Population ecology is an important area of ecology as it links ecology to population genetics and evolution. So we all will be discussing about this bit by bit. Children, population attributes. Now, population attributes are here, you can see are birth rates. That means by which the things that actually will affect the population in a particular area, what are the attributes that will affect the particular population. So birth rates can affect a population, death rates, sex ratio, age pyramid, and population density. So these are the attributes of the population. So first one is the birth rate. It refers to per capita births. Example, now children, examples are very important because you have case studies this year, so they can use these such type of case studies. So be very particular about all these examples from the chapter. In a pond, there are 20 lotus last year, and through reproduction, 8 new plants are added. Hence, the current population is 28. So what is the birth rate, children? 8 upon 20, because 8 were new plants, they were produced. So birth rate is 8 upon the previous population, that is 20, which is 0.4 offspring per lotus per year. So this is our birth rate. This is how we can find out the birth rates. Okay. Death rates, it refers to per capita deaths. Example, 4 individuals in a laboratory, population of 40 fruit flies. How many fruit flies were there? There were 40 fruit flies, but out of those 40, 4 of them died during a week. So because 4 of them died, so what is the death rate? 4 upon 40, that is 0.1 individual per fruit fly per week. So this is our death rate. Then we come to sex ratio. A population has a sex ratio. Example, 60% of the population is female and 40% is the male. So what will be the ratio? 60 upon 40. So you can find out that ratio. Then we come to age pyramid. It is the structure obtained when the age distribution, that is percentage of individuals of a given age or age group, is plotted for a population. So for human population, age pyramids generally show age distribution of males and females in a combined diagram. So children, you see here, this is post-reproductive, this is reproductive, and pre-reproductive, right? So this type of pyramid is called expanding pyramid. Okay, then here you see the post reproductive, and reproductive and pre-reproductive are all same. You see, reproductive and pre-reproductive are same. So this is a stable population, and if pre-reproductive are very less and reproductive are more than the pre-reproductive, then this type of population is a declining population. Okay, so because pre-reproductive are very less. Here the pre-reproductive are the number of pre-reproductive individuals are more. So this type of population is expanding because pre-reproductive, that means children are more. So they will reproduce, ultimately they will reproduce and they will give rise to a new population. So this type of population is expanding. This type is stable, but here this is declining, right? So let's see here population size upon density. It is the number of individuals of a species per unit area or volume. Okay, population size. Population density of Siberian cranes at Bharatpur wetlands in any area is more than 10. It is millions of Chlamydomonas in a pond. Just see. So population density, this is the millions of Chlamydomonas in a pond, and Siberian cranes are almost 10 or in between 10 or more than 10. So just you can make out ki kiski density zyada. Of course in a pond Chlamydomonas millions mein hai, तो density of Chlamydomonas is more rather than of the Siberian crane. Okay. Then it is the number of individuals of species per unit area or volume, as we already told you population size. Example, now population density of Siberian cranes, we told you just now, we had discussed above in the slides. Here also population size is also measured in percentage cover or biomass, of course. What is biomass? How much biologically, what is the mass of a particular organism? Suppose there is a big tree and there is, in comparison to that tree, there is a shrub. So whose biomass is more? Of course, the biomass of tree is more. So now here you see example in an area 200 Parthenium plants. These are Parthenium plants and a huge banyan tree here are seen. In such case, measuring percentage cover or biomass is meaningful to show importance of banyan tree. So we can tell here that banyan tree ka of course biomass zyada hoga in comparison to the Parthenium. Then here total number is difficult measure for a huge population. Now if I ask you to just count and calculate तो बहुत मुश्किल है. So in such case relative population density हम use करते हैं without knowing the absolute population density. Example, the number of fishes caught per trap. अब per trap में हम fishes count नहीं करते ना, तो per trap indicates its total population density in a lake. तो कैसे सीधा वे कर लो, काउंटिंग के बजाय उसे वे कर सकते हैं. ठीक है. इन सम केसेस इनडायरेक्ट एस्टिमेशन ऑफ द पॉपुलेशन साइज इज परफॉर्म. जैसे टाइगर सेंसस इन नेशनल पार्क एंड टाइगर रिजर्व्स आर बेस्ड ऑन द पग मार्क्स एंड फीसल पैलेट्स. मतलब वी विल नॉट गो एंड ट्रेस अ पर्टिकुलर टाइगर हम काउंट करेंगे. तो हम क्या करते हैं, हम उनको ट्रेस करने के लिए, उनके पॉपुलेशन साइज को देखने के लिए हम पग मार्क्स देखते हैं, उनके पैरों के निशान या फीसल पैलेट से ही हम डिसाइड करते हैं व्हाट इज द पॉपुलेशन डेंसिटी. Then we come to population growth. The population size changes depending on the factors like food availability. Of course, food is available तो population बहुत अच्छा, food availability है तो population का size बहुत अच्छा है. But if the food availability is poor, then the size of population is also small. Predation pressure. Of course, अगर एक particular population है, जैसे बहुत सारे deers हैं, लेकिन उनके साथ बहुत सारे tigers भी आ गए हैं, तो deer की population के ऊपर predation है ना. डियर की पॉपुलेशन जो है वो कम हो सकती है बिकॉज प्रीडेटर्स उनके आसपास है. एंड ऑफ कोर्स वेदर विल अफेक्ट द पॉपुलेशन ऑफ अ पर्टिकुलर स्पीशीज. Changes in population density give some idea about the population, whether it is flourishing or it is declining. तो अगर food availability बहुत अच्छी है और predation pressure भी नहीं है, weather भी बहुत अच्छा है, तो what we will see, the population will flourish. बट अगर ये तीनों चीजें हो रही हैं, इनमें से कोई भी दो चीजें हो रही हैं, तो वी विल से द पॉपुलेशन इज डिक्लाइनिंग बिकॉज हम उसकी पॉपुलेशन डेंसिटी देख लेंगे. ओके, देन वी कम टू दिस पॉपुलेशन ग्रोथ. फोर बेसिक प्रोसेसेस दैट फ्लक्चुएट द पॉपुलेशन डेंसिटी. जो फ्लक्चुएशन लाती हैं पॉपुलेशन डेंसिटी में, फ्लक्चुएशन लाती हैं, चार चीजें हैं. एक है नेटालिटी, मोर्टालिटी, इमिग्रेशन एंड एमिग्रेशन. Okay, so natality means it is the number of births. कितने बच्चे पैदा हुए in a population during a given period. This is denoted by letter capital B. Mortality means how many deaths have taken place in a population given by capital D. Immigration is I, it is the number of individuals of same species that have come into the habitat. Of course, आए हैं, किसी एक population में enter हुए हैं, right? So that is immigration. And emigration जो एक particular population को छोड़कर चले गए हैं, individuals who have left, that is emigration. तो of course इन चारों की वजह से किसी भी population density के ऊपर बहुत ज़्यादा effect होता है. Okay, so here we have a you see a formula, natality and immigration. Natality means पैदा हुए बच्चे, और immigration यानी कि कितने population में enter हुए. देखो इसके लिए एरो नेटालिटी प्लस के लिए दिया हुआ है ना, वाई बिकॉज पॉपुलेशन में ऐड हो रहे हैं, बच्चे पैदा हो रहे हैं. इमिग्रेशन बाहर से पॉपुलेशन के अंदर आ रहे हैं, अगेन द प्लस साइन, तो दिस विल इंक्रीज द साइज ऑफ द डेंसिटी ऑफ द पॉपुलेशन. वेयर इज मोर्टालिटी वी विल सब्ट्रैक्ट बिकॉज डेथ्स हैं, एंड इमिग्रेशन ऑल्सो वी विल सब्ट्रैक्ट बिकॉज डेथ्स हैं, सो दे विल डिक्रीज द पॉपुलेशन डेंसिटी. तो अगर n is the population density, if n you are taking as population density at time t, तो then the density in t plus 1 कितनी होगी? It will be this nt plus b plus I, we will add this minus d plus e. ठीक है ना? टोटल कितने बर्थ्स और इमिग्रेशन हुए उनको ऐड कर लो, टोटल कितनी डेथ और इमिग्रेशन हुए उनको ऐड कर लो, और फिर सब्ट्रैक्ट कर लो, तो वी विल गेट हाउ मेनी, व्हाट इज द पॉपुलेशन डेंसिटी इन टाइम t plus 1. So population density increase if b plus I is more. Of course अगर b plus I ज़्यादा है तो population density ज़्यादा है, लेकिन अगर d plus e ज़्यादा है तो population density कम हो रही है, right? Easy. So under normal conditions, births and deaths are important factors influencing the population density. Immigration and emigration have importance only under special conditions, जैसे कि colonizing है, कोई कॉलोनी बन रही है, ज़बरदस्ती लोगों को, जैसे इंडिया पाकिस्तान हुआ था, पार्टीशन, तो लोगों को उठकर आना या जाना पड़ा. Immigration may be more significant to a population growth than the birth rate. Okay. So this was all about population and population growth.